My thoughts on Adrian Broner calling out for a fight against Manny Pacquiao. First of all, I think that Broner still hasn't learned enough, even from the beating he took from Maidana. And he's still wet behind the ears as far as the talent that he's faced. And there's still a lot of questions surrounding him. So I don't think he'd be in the running for a fight against Pacquiao because Broner himself is not yet an established pay-per-view fighter. So that being said, and also along with his performance last night was not all that against a guy that was put there for Broner to look spectacular against. And there were some moments when Broner got caught and tagged and even buzzed a couple times by a guy who is not a big puncher at all in Carlos Molina. And I think Broner just might be one of those guys that believes the hype and believes he's better than what he really is because he really hasn't shown that he's, an elite fighter at this point. And if they were to fight, though, if he were to fight Pacquiao, I think Pacquiao easily beats him. Another one of Broner's problems, besides his defense and the holes that he has there, is that he doesn't throw a lot of punches in rounds, and he relies on his power. He is pretty accurate with his punches, but he relies on that power. And at 140, he seems to still have some power. But at 147 against Malignaggi and against Maidana, he didn't seem to carry the power up there at that weight. So they most likely, if they were to ever fight, that's Broner and Pacquiao. At 147, it most likely would be. I don't think he'd have the power to hurt Manny. And that's really all there is to it. But I don't see that fight actually happening and going down. And also because Broner is a Golden Boy fighter and Pacquiao is a top-ranked fighter, but who knows? We should learn a few different things this week as far as that goes with the whole ending of the Cold War, supposedly, between Golden Boy Promotions and Top Rank Inc., as far as who would land more effective shots against Mayweather. If they were to fight Mayweather, I definitely say Broner has the edge in accuracy, but Pacquiao throws a lot more punches and a lot more combinations and is far more active every round almost compared to Broner. So I think Manny would definitely land more than Broner. But it all boils down to what is always said, and that's styles make fights. So we would have to wait and see if that ever happened. And those are my thoughts on Pacquiao versus Broner, and either Broner or Pacquiao versus Mayweather.